All right, guys, NIO was a setup today. Let's go to the daily chart just to kind of walk through some things. I'm not going to review the market. We all know the market's still weak. So I went in knowing the market was still weak, expecting some weakness either right away or throughout the day. With NIO, the reason why I wanted to trade NIO is because, like I say in the past, I like stocks that are in squeezes and breaking out of the squeeze. So you can see NIO was in a daily squeeze and it was currently breaking out of that daily squeeze to the downside. So I wanted to play that intraday during the day to day. You can see on Friday they had broken out of the squeeze, and I was looking to play a further breakout on Monday today. Typically, squeezes last anywhere from 4 to 8 bars, so I know I still have some time left here. So going to the 5 minute chart, right? I'm looking at my 5 minute chart, and I'm looking for that break of support here. So you can see NIO had support line around 25.13. If you go back, let's go out a little bit. That support line was about right there, 25.16 or so. So I was looking for that break support to the downside. You can see here the stock was squeezing and then it started breaking down out of that squeeze on this first bar here. Now, 7:45 a.m. is actually when I'm taking my kids to school or taking my daughter to school then. So I actually missed the initial break on this, but I knew stocks coming out of the squeeze, right? Typically anywhere from 4 to 8 bars breaking out of the squeeze. So when I got back to the house, it was about right here when I got back to the house. I seen it was still breaking out of the squeeze and it was on its third bar. So I entered about right here. So around 24.77 or so, 24.80. I waited on that pullback. Right now we've got that kind of reverse pin bar coming back down because we got selling pressure coming back off of this MA here. So I entered here, seeing that I was still breaking out. It opened here, came down lower, and there's that pin bar still. And then I closed out about right around the $24 range for about a 10% return. So quick entry, quick trade. A couple reasons why I got out of this. If you look here, this was around that fourth bar. So, like I said, anywhere from 4 to 8 bars on the trade here. So I wanted to make sure I was selling into strength and I wasn't trying to catch the exact bottom, right? Because on this next bar, we started creating that bottom here. The other thing is, if you look at the VIX, so if you look at the VIX around that 8 o'clock time frame here, it was it definitely was showing some strength, but it was riding up that top Bollinger band pretty good, and it was starting to get a bit extended, I thought. And then if you look at the SPY, drawn in, like I said, it's key levels, right? You want to make sure you get your key levels drawn in your ETFs, especially your SPY and the Q. So when I had entered that stock at 7:45, and then the SPY was coming down to this to a key level here, I wanted to make sure I was out before the SPY got down to that key level, because you can see here it got down and it bounced, right? So going back to NIO, when I exited the trade around 8 o'clock, around that $24 mark, you can see the SPY around that 8 mark, right, the 805 mark, it was starting to kind of get down towards the support level here. And oops, if we look at the Qs, at that 8 o'clock mark, it was actually sitting right at getting close to a daily level, since that was gold. So we're going to have some choppiness right in the spot, which we ended up having, and then it ended up pulling back up. So that was some reason behind why I wanted to get out. Quick trade, just growing the small account, and another one we got, another profitable trade, and we'll just keep it moving. So with that being said, hopefully you guys had a good trading day. Hopefully you stuck to your plan, stuck to your strategy, and you didn't, do anything stupid. My advice when the SPY and the Q's under the 21, if you're experienced, yes, you can look at play some bounces. But if you're not, just be very cautious. Cut your size in half, and just take A+ setups, and that'll help mitigate any risk, any big losses. So happy trading. I will talk with you guys later.